Hello everybody. Almost failed already at the beginning, but we won't be doing the collision viewer yet, but this is probably what you saw in the last video in the tier list. I'm doing it the same day. This was created by Juanmv94. Yawn. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this, but you're a fucking godsend for making something like this. So we're going to go through the prototype first of the levels, and then the early demo of the levels, and then finally the official retail levels. So without further ado, let's get on. Now, if you don't know the difference between clicking this and LOD, if you click LOD, it will be a lot faster for your PC, but it won't have any, excuse me, it won't have any objects in it. So if you go to here, as you can see, it's now got objects, it's loading blocks, it's now loading, I think, just a lot more detail. So if your PC is struggling to do this yourself, I'll leave a link to this in the description so you can do this as well. So let's have a look at Andy's house, Andy's room in specific. So they changed the box. The box originally was over, yeah, this is a nightmare to control as well, by the way. It's all going sideways. It's difficult to get the camera exactly how you want it. As you can see, it's like, and this is going to be fun. The box was, oh, there's two boxes actually. Huh. It's a bit weird. Glitchy floorboard. And as you can see, the purple texture around everything. This is white in the final version, but for some reason everything's purple. And I'm guessing they changed that because it's just too similar to Zerg colours. The cot is almost exactly the same. The globe is the same. The zip wire is the same. I think some of these blocks might be a little bit different. I think the book is on the floor in the prototype version. This book, I can't remember about that either. I'm probably really wrong. Okay, let's get ourselves into position again. So this texture, when we check out Toy Story Racer, I'm going to bring up this texture again, but it has way too much of Al's Penthouse vibes. And also the fan is unfinished as well. I've noticed that they changed this, I think, to a lamp. The cups, I think, are the same. The book's the same. I do think the Pizza Planet looks a bit different. I might be wrong about that. I don't know if they changed the colour of these cups, but they probably don't. There's a vent here with Mr. Potato Head's ear has been moved to this, when originally I believe the ear was up here. I'm remembering most of this out of my own brain, by the way, like my own memory, of course. And yeah, that you can't ever go through the vent, and I don't know why. I don't know why they bothered making. I actually like this, and I really wish they hadn't have took this out, but I'm guessing they took it out because it didn't make any sense. Okay, now let's check the kitchen. A lot of the textures in here are different. I believe the color of this is still the same, but the wood texture that they use for this is different. Got a cat scratching behind me now on the floor. Wobbly PS1 textures, they're always good. The floor is still wet, so if anybody can, there's some glass. These were supposed to be glass jars. Not sure if this is a glitch with the graphics viewer. But if I F11, oh, if I F11, there you go. I am a boomer, aren't I? I am a fucking boomer. It's still hard to control though. You will have to excuse me for some of this. I genuinely am trying to control this to my best ability. If anyone actually knows how to control this better, please let me know. I mean, it's so cool, isn't it? You can make your own cutscenes. You could use this to make your own cutscenes if you were to remake this game. This is almost exactly the same. Sorry for the disorientating angles. Pizza Planet token's still there. Then pretty much this is exactly the same, I believe. I don't think there's any differences here. Is there any sheep? Or did they not? Okay, the sheep are not here. In fact, they probably won't be here anyway. Right, let's go and check. You know, one of the things I did, the first thing I did was check in here to see if there was actually anything behind here, and there's not. Me and Maxwell come to the decision that this probably would have been the bathroom, this room here, and this would be Andy's mum's room. But when you see Toy Story Racer, which is what we're going to check out, this will make no fucking sense. This will make no sense, the changes they made to this level. But yeah, so that's Andy's house. Oh, you didn't check the attic. The attic? We didn't check the attic. But I do like the way that they do these volumetric lighting, I think that's called, from things I've learned. There you go. If you ever wanted a really up-close look of the pixelated nail that they used. I believe this is all the same. It is a shame you can't see the robot and all that. Maybe he could implement that sort of stuff. I don't even know how this is done. I don't even know what I'm looking at, to be honest. All I know is that this is cool as shit. And I imagine a lot of you are probably mind blown at this as well. Or people that like Toy Story 2. So you can just zoom down here. Yeah, so that's the changes there. Let's move on to Andy's neighborhood, if there is that actually. Okay, I was wrong. You cannot check out Andy's neighborhood in the prototype. It's only in the early demo. So we'll be checking out construction yard, not side, construction yard. All right, so immediately you'll notice this giant fucking massive cement mixer that they put in the level, and the tire tracks, which I don't think these are in the original. I honestly like this, but I can see why they took it out. Maxwell, by the way, loves this background. I do as well. He loves it. He even got a wallpaper. He went like this and got without the mouse cursor. Sorry about the mouse cursor, but I need to see it. He took a picture of it for you to have it as a wallpaper. I thought that was quite funny. He's got a good taste. That door doesn't look exactly finished. The ladder is down now, when before it used to be up against this concrete block, and now it's down on the floor for some reason. The steps have been removed from the digger. There used to be black steps here, and now they've put steps here. I think I might have preferred this version, but I imagine it was too difficult for people to get up. And the biggest change of all, look at the way that they actually constructed the construction site in the prototype, in the Toy Story 2 prototype, in the E3 prototype. This was going to be an elevator, I reckon, that would have come here, and then it would have but it just doesn't look like it. It just doesn't look right. Look at that, look. It just doesn't look right. I can see why they changed this, although this probably would have been easier to have had, but it probably just didn't look right. Let's go up high and try and get a good view. I hope I'm doing this justice. I hope I'm really showing you. That's how small the level actually is. When you think of how much time you've spent as your childhood in this level, this is how big it is. Is that not insane? God, I'm really dark, and I don't look. I mean, I probably look terrible anyway, but. So yeah, let's have a look inside the building and see if there's any differences. I don't know about this chest. I'm gonna have to try and remember all these things that we've actually seen. For some reason, all the drawers are open automatically, but I have a feeling this was save stated with them open, unless they are always just constantly open. Because in the final game, they sort of open and close randomly, like they're fucking alive or something. Don't think the paint is any different, although is that icon different? Wait, was there the ability to, in the prototype, did they actually make an ability so you could get rid of this? Like you could delete the paint that was in there? I don't believe that's in the final version. Oh, okay, they accidentally missed a bit of texturing there. Notice that? It's kind of cool. And we can get some up close look at the textures. So that's literally a biohazard icon on there. Chairs glitching out. That volumetric light in here though is seriously cool. That is cool. And there is a life up here, I think, on top of the, unless it's not in this version. Alright, so let's move on to the whatever level's next. So I've just noticed this. Whoops, what the hell? The hell happened there? So I've just noticed this. There's two elevator hops. Early elevator hop and elevator hop in the E3 prototype. No idea what we're going to get from this. So I think they changed these. I think this was changed. And I do believe that there's no elevators in this. There's just these two things. And then, oh, okay, no, there are. All right, okay. God, this is disorientating. Let's go outside the map a set. Let's have a look at what the design looks like. Kind of reminds me of something from Halo. Hey, what's that down there? Is that Buzz? Is that like his? It can't be his spawn point. So you do see him in the level, but I don't understand why we see him. Look how big this is. She said. So there's Buzz, I believe. Don't know what he's doing out here. Oh, we're getting the disorientating angle. Don't think this looks any different. Maybe a few of the poles are different. Like I say, guys, this is just a video so to save you some time so you can go through and look for yourself. Don't think I've even gone into some of these places yet. Whoa, trippy. Oh, now we're upside down. Oh my God, now we're literally upside down. Okay. Okay. And now we've gone out of full screen somehow. That's weird. Right, we're back upside down again. Yeah, I can't even see that mouse. This is scuffed. Okay, so that's early. That's the early version. So let's now load up the other version of elevator hop. Huh? Why does that do that? That's really weird, isn't it? It just it puts the other level back on. Okay, so this is apparently Nope, they're still the same. What differences are there? Oh my god. Don't move the mouse up too high to the screen, apparently. It'll glitch it out. So if that was early elevator hop, I can't see a difference. Can you guys see a difference? I can't see a difference whatsoever. They're almost identical. But I'm guessing the final version will look a bit different. Dodging everything. Go down the crack. Right, we've sort of got a better angle here to check out this room now. No, we haven't. Oh, bollocks. Not the right one. Where's the right room? Oh, we're going sideways. And we've lost it. There you go. Alright, now we'll check out... I don't know why it keeps doing that. I have no idea why it keeps putting me there. Andy's house. In the early version. So now you can see the box is still here in the E3 demo. Wait, have they glitched? No, they haven't. Okay. See, now white border, no more purple. This block I think's gone. They don't have that block in the later version. As you can see, the wallpaper texture's now been changed to like a white flower. The fan still isn't finished or changed. Buzz there again. Let's have a look in. Oh, the vent is still here with Mr. Potato Head's thing. See that they've now changed the textures of the cabinets. Still can't see them. That might be just a viewer issue. Maybe there are some new objects in here. Can't really tell. Check the basement. Disorientatingly. Don't think there's any changes anymore in this, so that's that. We are now in Andy's neighborhood, early E3 demo. There wasn't a prototype version of this. So there is no actually upper bit for the house. Huh. So I don't know, is that like that in the original? I would have had no idea. Black void here, looks like hell. The old holes where you stomp the soldiers out. Duckling that you pump. In the prototype, this doesn't actually pump. There's no physics in the actual game. You can play this, by the way, this build, because they released the prototype. Can't play all the levels though, even in the prototype that they released. So someone needs to unlock all that. The leaves are different. These are different. They're not the same leaves in the final version. I think the t-shirt's the same. We've got some knickers or something, or a skirt, or whatever that is. Some socks. Buzz Lightyear face. It's so weird to actually be able to get like these really up close pictures. These were changed. These aren't like that in the final version. Excuse me. Life is here, so that obviously they put a life in. They might not have put lives even in the game in the prototype if you couldn't see them. Is there any water? Oh, there is, but it's barely noticeable. So it's actually kind of cool to just get some of the details of these things. Let's get a nice zoomed out view. Oh my god. We can go quite high apparently. So that's Andy's neighborhood in the early E3 demo. Okay, this is El's penthouse in the prototype, not the demo. We'll be checking that out in a minute. I skipped it because I'm a fucking idiot. Golden sink. I'm guessing these things have been UV textured to some degree. I've got no clue. I mean, I'm trying to guess what room this is. This is obviously the bathroom. Ham is in here. You flood the bathroom. You get up on top of here. You get up on top of here to knock the cannons off and whatnot. Yeah, this is the early, very early looking. Hopefully this isn't too dark and you guys can see this. Hopefully on YouTube this won't be like awful looking, because it is quite dark, some of this stuff. So I hope that's not the case. I hate all that kind of shit. And they haven't even finished off this room, and this room isn't even started either. Look at this, look. This is seriously early version of Al's Penthouse. Don't know what that is going on. Right, let's check out the E3 demo version of Al's Penthouse. So you can see that it's a lot more brighter. Oh, they've added in some texture into the kitchen now. That's sort of, yeah, spinning, isn't it? Look at that. How weird is that? It's spinning with me. Oh, they all do that. So that's how the light works. So here's the kitchen. Very untextured still, a lot of it. Or glitchy looking. Fridge is not even filled. The train room is now done, but not completed. The train's still missing textures. And it's even missing walls. There's even walls missing in this version, and this isn't even done. So they didn't even do this room still. But they definitely got a little bit more done, didn't they, when it come to the E3 demo. And now we're in the final version of Andy's house. So let's see what was definitely changed. Box is now moved. The block on that's been completely moved. That's there. They've put, I think, a texture into there now. See the shade. They thought, fuck putting a lamp in, we'll just put a shade here. So like I said, cups are still the same. Objects are still the same. Vents gone. Mr. Potato Head's ears now gone. The final version of Andy's kitchen. The glass jars are still missing. Chairs, everything's a lot more textured. We all know what this fucking looks like because we've done this hundreds of times. So there you go. No more changes here that I know of. Attic is, I think, exactly the same. Yeah, they didn't really do any differences for the attic. Now in the final version of Andy's neighborhood, you can see they changed the leaves. There's a piece of planet token here. So I'm guessing when this person save stated, they didn't pick up the token that was floating there. Huh. I think the grass has been more textured now. I can definitely tell there's differences. I'm pretty good at remembering what these things are. So these are still the same. The textures of those. Green lasers there. See, they changed these, like I said they did. So I think that's pretty much it again on the changes for this level. Not really that many, was there? When you think about this in the prototype, this was pretty much finished. They probably added the rope as well. I prefer these leaves, I have to admit. Even though they do look a bit more blocky, they're much easier than what I imagine the prototype would have given us. Right, now we're in construction yard that we know of. And like I said, that we've got two chests here now. The tyre tracks are still here. Notice that. The tyre tracks are still here. But they no longer are for that big cement mixer. So you've got the green laser here. You got this, I don't even know what these are. Wheelbarrow with stuff in it. Let's go up quite high to have a look. So you can see the difference. I mean, the scale is still the same, but that cement mixer took away a ton of room, didn't it? When you actually think about it, that really did take away a lot of the room. Their ladder's gone. See, the ladder over there's gone. We now don't have that lift structure going in the middle. Oh, the spanners are all here as well. That's kind of cool. So this is pretty much the construction yard we now know and love. Personally, I did like the original. I think maybe they could have mixed both of them up. And now the lives have been added, so the lives are here. So this is a good way of finding out where everything is, really, isn't it, on the level? But I don't think it shows coins. And this is now up by default, I think. And as I said, they've moved the steps. The steps are now here. Okay, let's have a look inside this room. Terribly. Yeah, I was correct. They removed the way to delete the paint that come out wrong. I don't know why they're all being used right now. And the drawers are I mean, we need a better angle than this. The drawers are all closed by default now. And I think there was a few other changes in there. But there we go. We'll move on. Damn, that looks cool. And they've added that up here now. We're now in the E3 demo or prototype. Can't remember what one it was now. Of Dark Alley. So I've actually kind of always wanted to see this. Like, you know, there's quite a lot of room here to see. Where there's nothing there. And the car with no interior, some trash on the floor. This is quite a nice looking graphics, like a, what the hell's it called, skybox. No boss, sadly. I'm guessing the boss is this trash lid that's just floating there. There you go. If you ever wanted to see, look how they've left an object in, quite funny. Let's go up high, have a look down. That's all this is. I mean, a lot of us probably did know this. That's all this was, and it wasn't connected. Imagine if there was another big-ass level all around here. Sad, that's not the case, but there you go. We're now in the final version of Alleys and Gullies. So, not really that many things to look at, to be honest. I always was fascinated on what's behind here, behind this fence. So, let's have a look, shall we? There, that's it. That's where... I wonder if there was more content planned for this level, and they didn't do it. And there's a door that leads to nowhere. I imagine I would be quite scared stepping out and seeing this. I think obviously this is the final version of Alleys and Gullies, so there's not going to be any change. And there is no prototype version to check out. Another missing texture here because you'll never see that with your own eyes. This is kind of creepy, isn't it? Going through here with no music and just everything's frozen in time. Oh, the water really is. You can really see the water in this version. Go in here. Oh, there's nothing. Wouldn't it be like really terrifying if there's like a monster in here? Let's see how big the level is. There's a lamp that is just floating there. What is that? Oh, so that's how they did that. They just have it going through the floor. I love the way that they've done stuff. You can see like the windows on the sides of the building. I always thought these maybe were glitchy or something, but then it's just how they had to design them. So if you come out here, it makes sense. They have to be pushed out. Let's go and see. Well, we can't see the clown top boss, can we? Because he's not going to be here. Wait, what the hell? How did you get in here? How the hell would you get in here? There's no floor. Huh? Bit weird. Oh wait, you have to come in via this way? I can't even remember. That's blown my mind a bit. I don't remember that. There you go. This is where the boss is. The boss area, I think. Unless I'm getting it wrong and he's somewhere else. But I don't think I am. Okay, so that is alleys. That's not even textured in the final version. It's actually quite a big level. There's the Pizza Planet tokens as well. I guess it is quite a big level, isn't it? We're now in Al's Toy Barn, the final version. No prototype footage of this either, sadly. That's a lot of boxes. The skybox in this I quite liked as well. Yeah, pretty much this is what it looks like from above. What's behind this door? I'm guessing nothing. I just wish there was. I wish there was something. Like if I ever make a game, I will have like a door that you can never go into and there'll be a ton of shit behind the door. There'll be a ton of shit that no one will ever get to see unless they go to extreme measures to be able to do it. So that's let's have a look at the scale of this. Damn. I always kind of try and imagine, is this design correct? Would this look like this in real life? Wow, look at the weird skybox here. It's all like dark orange. This one took a while to load up actually. It took like about a minute to load up. So this is what I was talking about with the bosses when I was rating the bosses. This area here. Oh, my cat just made me jump, rushing herself up against me. And I liked fighting the boss here. I think this was a really cool fitting area. I'm not a massive fan of this level, but it is a good designed level. Not a fan of the claw. Doing all that. The ball pit was cool though. And like kids would just fall into nothingness apparently. Don't even know what. Oh, they're the cannons that fire at you. I don't even remember. This is where all they're having. Who put all the buzzers and zergs together? Like who thought that was a good idea? And you see them all firing their lasers at each other and stuff like that. Yeah, I fucking hate this section with the zipline race crap. Where else? Alright, just to zoom out now. Anyway, you guys can check out some of these levels for yourself. There you go. That's what that looks like from above. Arcade apparently written there. What the hell's that? Mimi's. Hello. What the hell is that? What the fuck? There's a rocket here. I know that the boss spawns the rockets. Is that where the rocket is and it comes from? Is that how they did that? Well, I guess that was kind of cool, I guess, seeing this. I don't know what that means. Maybe someone could explain what the hell that means. We are now in the final version of Elevator Hop. And as you can see, there is a ton more platforms that they've added here. Way more than in the prototypes that we saw. And if you go down here, you can see this has gone from metal to rusted metal, which does give it a better vibe, I think. I definitely think that other metal was just too clean. That's even a way of describing it. I don't think there's any other changes. It will all be on the Allominx. It'll all be on the inside. Pussycats love to get your attention when you're busy doing stuff. You'll probably stand all over my keyboard in a minute and probably cancel the recording. Yep, I think that's pretty much it for the final version. Just more platforms to get annoyed at, going really fucking slow. She's actually walking across the table now. You might see her tail go in front. See her tail? There she goes. And now we're on the final version of Owl's Penthouse. The weird thing about this is you can't really see in. Is this actually the only one you can't see when you're zooming out? Huh? Oh my god, that's weird. So that's where they keep the tokens, is up here. Alright, so this is going to be quite hard to film. Look how different this looks. I mean, I know it because I've seen it enough times. But damn, you've got this horseshoes. You've got that bit where you go through. Look how amazingly detailed this place is. Well, actually, it is. There's nothing here. So you go through that bit into the bathroom where the water is here. Huh? It must have been a save state. I do like this bathroom. Brings me back some good and bad memories. Check. This is very difficult to look. You can't look into anything now. I'm guessing that's because they had to put roofs on. It's hard to actually. You can't zoom out and see. Is the fridge full now? Can't even see. Oh wait, hang on. If we go inside the fridge, yeah, we can go inside the fridge. See disgusting, like 20 years old food. The train room has now been finished and completed. I've never even noticed this lamp. I've never seen that lamp before. Never. Get to see the detail on the switches. Don't know if they actually change when you stamp on those switches. There's a cannon on top. What the cannon looks like up close. I think there's two cannons in one. That's weird. I'm guessing one cannon is the one that fires, then when you destroy it, so both of them exist in the same object. If that's how they did that, that's quite cool. We get to see this room was completely unfinished when we looked in here. Woody's Roundup, Woody's Boot, Woody's Cereal, or whatever that is. Woody's ugly fucking terrifying face. Could we want them? I wish we had this in like DuckStation emulator. Bump it up to 4K. Never even seen these before. Roller sheriff boots. Bowls. Plates. Why do some textures act like this? It's so weird, isn't it? Bless you, Tom. Tom just sneezed off of camera. Wow, we're almost on 30 minutes somehow. That's pretty cool. The lighting. Jesse's hat. Oh, I guess that... Whoa. Wow, what the hell? Why have they done this? This is detail that doesn't even need to exist. You're never even gonna see this stuff. You're not even gonna see the lengths and sizes of these. Yet they've done that. Oh, okay then. Oh, what's this? So there's some floating buttons out here. I want to know why things float out here. Why they've got stuff that's not in the actual side of the level. So yeah, this is pretty much airport infiltration. Not really much else to say about it. Skybox though it's just it looks very grainy. That's probably the reason why they didn't put too much effort into it, because you're never going to see this. You're never going to actually see it. So they probably didn't even care. I'm surprised there even is a skybox and it's not just a black void. Maybe there is actually. There might be a doorway somewhere down here you look out of, or a window, and that's it. Okay, we are now on the level Tarmac Trouble, and this does look damn cool. From what I can see right now, you can see the patterns, you can see the tyre skid marks from the plane going round and round, the blue neon freaking glowing lights. Damn, that looks cool. It does look like Minecraft, actually. It does actually have like a Minecraft look to it. Hate this fucking puzzle, which I've always winged and somehow guessed and what to do. I really wish that was moving, but it's frozen in time. That's the only time you'll ever see this not moving, is in this GFX viewer. Is there a way of going faster? I don't know if there's controls to this. There probably is. I don't want to mess around with them too much. There you go. We're flying. We're actually flying. We're flying around a fucking airport map. Look at this. Skybox. I think they might have reused the skybox again. See how far we can zoom out. My god, that is a sight. That is cool. Don't know how I'd pick the thumbnail for this video. Look at that, look. That's awesome. So we have done all the Toy Story 2 early demo levels, seen them. We've done all the Toy Story E3 prototype levels, and then we checked out the final versions. So I could do Bugs Life in this video as well, like as just a bonus. But we still have Toy Story Racer to check out. So let's do that. Wow, that was quick. That loaded quick. Now, as you can see, Andy's house looks very freaking different in this version. So I had a theory, and the reason why... Oh my god, if I can get the camera to work properly. The reason why I had this theory is because, look, they're using the texture from Andy's house, the final texture here, right? And then when you go here, they're using that texture that used to be in all of Andy's house. So I have a feeling that these two, this game and Toy Story 2 was made around the same time, and some of the decisions didn't, get thought of very well, because this chest of drawers was originally here up against this wall, and there was no door here. Andy's bed has now moved from here to here. There's a vent now that comes out, which wasn't there either, but you could say the bed was covering that. This is exactly the same. This is the same. Ollie's cot is exactly the same, although slightly lower tech res or something. The drawer's still open. But yeah, there's no... And why would an attic... Why would this lead to the attic? You look how creepy that is. It's like a kid's bedroom, and then you've got this attic just leading the way to... It just doesn't even make sense, because... I'll go back to Andy's house to show you what I'm talking about. That this area here wouldn't make sense. There was a lot of weight. I feel like, because me and Maxwell were talking about this Toy Story Racer Andy's house level was a wasted potential, because they've removed the chair here and put stairs. There's now stairs here. The front the kitchen has a chair falling down, so this is kind of all okay. You can't even see the top of the table because you wouldn't even need to see it. And we did notice this as well. There's a chair out here for some reason. But what would have been cool is actually seeing something done with the... Look, this is how this makes no sense, and how this is kind of badly designed. You've got a door here that leads to the attic, but then you've got a door here you can't use, and then the doors from the original... If you remember, Toy Story 2 had this door here and this door here, which we theorised this would have been the bathroom. This would be Andy's mum's house. Look where this door leads. To this, but it doesn't. It doesn't even make sense, because there's no door here. This is just it's terribly designed. Whoever designed this did not think of this very well. It is cool to play Andy's house slightly differently, but they've changed so many things. I mean, look how small the attic is now, with all these stupid boxes in here. The attic is smaller. For some reason, they still haven't finished unpacking. And you go down a giant hatch instead of the original. I mean, this might have been cool to play in 3D, like walking around and whatnot. But there's no plant pot. There's no string coming down. What they should have done, in my opinion, for this level, is have a bathroom and Andy's mum's room, and just not have this, because this was unnecessary. They could have had just stairs going up here, and then a vent that goes down and it goes like into the kitchen or something. Because you go through here anyway. You go through this vent very terribly upside down, like I'm doing, and then it comes out into Andy's bedroom. Why not have this door open and not have this? Because it's just... And then what really wound me up about this level when looking for it, there's no garage. There's no garage. There's no basement. Why put this in the level? This random thing that doesn't make any goddamn sense, and cut out the garage and the basement. And I think I know why, because they were being designed at the same time. This game, maybe the garage hadn't even been made, and maybe the basement hadn't been made the same time these were being worked on. And the only reason I'm thinking that is because this wallpaper texture here was the same wallpaper texture they had here. It's almost like this was originally going to be in the original Toy Story game, but they thought, nah, this doesn't make any sense and doesn't work. And then they just... This could have been the very first version of Toy Story 2, and they just turned it into a racing level. I've got no idea. But we're about to check out Andy's neighborhood in a minute in Toy Story Racing. You'll see just what I'm talking about, how different that looks. So, So this is Andy's neighborhood. As you can see, this looks extremely different to what you would imagine Andy's neighborhood to look like. And this is what leads me to believe that these levels were being made at the same time and different times. There's a dog. Wait, is there a dog here? That's what's his name, isn't it? The Spike or Scud or something? Might be in Scud. I can't remember. Sid and Scud or something like that. But I quite like this map. It gives me a 40 Winks vibe a little bit. I imagine there's details in this that you can't even actually see, like when you're driving around. Is there anything inside the buildings? No. Anything in the chimney? No. So that's what I'm talking about. It's just not really, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This works for a racer, doesn't it? But they still could have used Andy's neighborhood from Toy Story 2. There was a tree you could have gone around. You could have gone into the tree. You could have gone into the swimming pool. You know, so I don't see why this changed. I do like Toy Story Racer, but when you actually compare the levels and you see the design choices, it just seems a bit odd. They do seem like, you know, maybe they just thought, nah, we're not going to reuse the same levels. Like, we'll just make new ones and give people a different game. I personally would have preferred if they hadn't have done that, to be honest. Now in a level called Arcade Machines. I'm guessing this was Al's... No, it's Pizza Planet, isn't it? So this is a Toy Story 1 level, but we didn't ever get in Toy Story 1. So I'm guessing that they were probably planning to make this a level in Toy Story 2. This is just speculation. It's kind of cool, really, to see all this stuff. You probably would never have seen any of this stuff when you're just driving around. No doubt it was probably animated. This one's called Super Bowl, or Bowl, I think the name actually is. I've never played Toy Story Racer this far in, so I've never seen these levels with my own eyes, so this is very strange. Kind of cool though. I actually don't know how this one works. How does this one work as a racer? Oh wait, seriously? What is that? It's a bowling pin. I thought it was a ghost. This is a bit of a weird racetrack. I guess it works though. Now this one's actually called Pizza Planet. This is actually Pizza Planet, where the other one was called Arcade Machines. I would have thought that was Pizza Planet, but there you go. So, no, this is kind of cool. I want to know why the levels are so small. They look so small, don't they, when you think about it? I love the colours, though. The use of colours in this is sick. Toy Story aesthetic. Now, this one's cool as hell. Where am I? This is Sid's house. This is seriously cool, because Toy Story 1 level. So it makes you wonder, were they actually planning on making a Toy Story 1 game similar to what they did Toy Story 2? Had the maps and everything. Oh, there's Scud again. It's like weed. Is that weed? It looks like weed. Like cannabis leaves. Kind of cool to see Sid's room. This looks just like the movie. Like, in my opinion. That, you know, they've done quite well on this. It's got his lava lamps. His window. Some more vents. His kitchen. Yeah, we're going to have a competition. Who's got the better house, Andy or Sid? We've got a room just for a pool table. With a vent. That's creepy. Oh, this is the bedroom, isn't it? Where Buzz comes in. Realises he's not a toy. Molly's room. Not Molly's room. What's her name? What's her name? What's his sister's name? Hannah. Hannah's room. Okay, so we've got Hannah's room there. There you go, that's Sid's room. Never seen that before. Some of this stuff I'm checking out for the first time myself. So that's kind of cool. You should see my cat right now. She's so cute. She's sleeping on the windowsill of her head like that. It's well cute. This one's called Snowy, apparently. I wonder what gives that away. I couldn't tell you. Giant tree. Quite a nice level. Reminds me of Mario 64 a bit. And 40 Winks. Oh, the garage. Oh, so you can only go through this bit. Is there any more to the house? Nah. Have a look at this. Oh, some footsteps. Kind of creepy. Well, that's Snowy. This one's called Parking. Parking Lot, I think. Don't think it's just called Parking. Level 3. Max Headroom. This actually does look cool. This actually... Oh, it's a Pizza Planet vehicle. That's cool. Untextured bits, though. That is actually sick. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I think this level works really well. Works really well for a racer like this. This one's called Mall. You can definitely tell that the stuff they used in this is a lot higher quality. That looks like Squirtle or something. What the hell's that? Looks like something smoking. He's smoking. Yeah, there's a lot more higher detail. And I reckon that's what they said. Like smaller levels, but more details. You know, not too much going on. Holy crap, this is quite a long one. This is good. This works well. Quite like this one. I think we've got one more. I'm not sure. Let me have a look. No, we don't have any more. And I don't know why that's set to that. Every time I start the recording, it goes back there. So we've checked out all of Toy Story Racer. We've checked out Toy Story Prototype, Early Demo, Toy Story 2. So I guess, if you guys really want, for a bonus, so I don't have to do a Bugs Life version. And that's like, because I don't even really care about Bugs Life that much, and because I'm a good YouTuber, I hope. Let's just freaking check out Bugs Life. Okay, so that's the training area. Early demo. No, this is the full version. This isn't no demo. Oh my god. Yeah, so they're doing the same kind of thing they did in Toy Story 2. It's kind of cool. These textures look so HD. This is Welcome to Ant Island. I believe you spawn here somewhere. And then, to me, this isn't as interesting as the Toy Story levels. I don't know why. You would think, I mean, there's probably some people out there that have mind blown this exists too. This is where you go, don't you? Go into the dark void. Ah, so that's what that would look like. That's quite scary, isn't it? Are we under the map? I'm so disorientated now. I can't even tell. It's huge. This is huge, as she said. Yeah, quite a very appealing looking. You've got like the berries and the leaves, the four-leaf clover, three-leaf clovers, acorn, rocks. Very cool. That's the anthill you go in. So if you haven't played Bugs Life before, you probably have no idea what you're looking at. But for those that do, I think they'll appreciate this. So this is a really weird one. Look at this. This is what... It's massive. She said again. Why is that there? This reminds me of Rayman. Rayman 2. So this is literally the tunnels. Once again, final version of the... No, there's no differences to what you would have seen retail-wise. God. I'll leave you guys to check out this one. It's going to be a hassle, but look at that. That is so weird. Looks like a vein or something. This one's called Dandelion Flight, and I believe you start off here. You spawn in. There's a dandelion. You have to grab onto it. So if you ever wanted to see what was over here, there you go, nothing. And you have to fly, don't you? And you have to not land in these crack areas because a bird will come and kill you. But all this level was just one long strip. I mean, this must have been so easy to design. I mean, look at that. Look. I mean, it's a long level in terms of distance, but very simple, super simple level. Then you go through there. So that's that. Pretty sure you spawn there. This is a Riverbed Flight, I think. Not one of my favourite levels, to be honest. If I was to even rank this level's quite tedious. We're now upside down. Whoa, there is a lot of objects floating around here. What on earth even is that? Wow, this is... we need to get back in position. Not really much to see in this, is there, to be honest, these levels. I don't find these levels as interesting as the Toy Story 2 levels. Honestly, I don't. I've never been, like, I've never cared so much to like, go, oh my god, I would love to see how the Bugs Life levels are done. I've never cared. It's just always been the Toy Story ones. Is anyone else like that? This skybox, though, is cool. Look at that. Hey, it's like, it literally does make you feel like an ant. I think they've got this down perfectly. I don't even know if you'd ever even see this. Look at that, though. I mean, look, the grass is really tall. Look at that. What the hell? Another very trippy looking, divored, affected skybox. And this is where you fight the bird, the boss. I think it is. I think you have to climb up on top of these platforms and then fire. Need more berry power at the bird. So there you go. Kind of actually looks a bit like hell, doesn't it? Now this one's quite cool. Little Ant Big City. It's called something like that. Big cola can, very well detailed. Very well detailed. You can read the text. I can't remember what come first, if it was Bugs Life or Toy Story 2, because it looks a lot. Look at the textures. This is actually quite cool, isn't it, going through here? I didn't really like this level, though. I'll be honest, I didn't like this level. It was annoying to have to unlock. You have to find some grain to unlock different levels and that. Different gates. The gates would open so you could go through them. This is definitely one the kind of level I like, though. The kind of in terms of like exploring it, because this is like the closest I think to. I think the levels in Bugs Life are huge. When you compare them to Toy Story 2's levels, they're not as. I don't think they're as big. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'd like someone to compare that. There you go. I think we are done on these levels, so we can go and we can back out here. And now we're on the Bugs Life early demo. There's only 2. So we did Welcome to an Island and Bird Bait, and so these will be the demo versions. So I don't know if there's any changes. If anyone can spot any of the changes, maybe the acorns moved. I think maybe there's 2 acorns. Oh, there's no grass here. Okay, so in the demo there's no grass, and you have to literally, yeah, that is definitely different, isn't it? And the berry texture is glitchy. Yeah, quite a few changes, I guess. And that's not. I don't think that area's been finished. I can't remember. I can't even remember what the other one looked. We only just looked at it. There you go. So this is the bird fight one in the demo. And what the hell's that? What the fuck? Huh? No way. No way, they did 2 versions. Oh my god, that is actually sick. So this is what they were planning for. Maybe they were going to not, you would just fall to your death or something. But they've actually got 2 in the same level. Well, that's a nice little detail for us, isn't it? I think it's exactly the same, apart from the skybox is missing. It's just a terrifying black void. Maybe this cave. We only just looked at these levels and I can't even tell what's different that much. How the hell is that even a thing? But I believe, guys, that is it. I don't think we've got anything else to look at. I think there is still a few things here. I don't know what BLSSC is. I've clicked one of them quite clearly, but I don't remember what it is. You can even go on the weakest link. Someone did the weakest link, but then I'm just going to be here all the time. So 46 minutes, almost 47 minutes. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed that. If you want this to check this out yourself, I will send you this beautiful link. Go support this person however you can, because they've put obviously a lot of time and effort into this, I imagine. Let's just check out MRM, whatever the hell this is. This can't be. Yeah, this isn't. I don't even know what this is. Is this Toy Story or Toy Story Racer? It can't be, can it? This is like, it's obviously another Traveller's Tales game. This person has managed to crack Traveller's Tales games into this kind of format. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I was a really good YouTuber and didn't make just another video for Bugs Life, and I just kept it all in one video for everyone to make it easier for them. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please recommend me some more ideas. I definitely want to get back into trying to do the retro achievements for Toy Story 2, which I'll do that live stream and probably rage and get pissed off. But I don't know when I'm planning to do that. Sleep schedule's been bad lately and I felt quite sick for the last 3 weeks for some reason, which is getting on my nerves. Yeah, anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed.